My name is Tim Rawling. I'm the director of AuScope, which is a research infrastructure for solid earth sciences in Australia. And my background is in structural geology and geophysics. AuScope is a research infrastructure like EPOS for solid earth sciences, but we also deploy instruments as well as data repositories and data platforms. So we have laboratories, we have field-based instrumentation, we have drones and satellite-based data that we acquire. And then we also have the data repositories that allow that data to be stored and delivered and discovered. We do a lot of work on making data fair and ensuring that we follow the CARE principles so that we deal with Indigenous data governance properly. And then we create a number of software packages that sit on top of those data platforms and allow us to add value to the data. So we have simulation, analysis, and modeling packages that researchers can use to analyze and utilize the data. The difference between AuScope's data repository and EPOS is I think EPOS is a lot more consolidated. So it brings together a lot of different types of data and tools into a single platform. AuScope's is a bit more distributed. So we have different platforms for different discipline areas. I think we can learn a lot from what EPOS is doing in trying to bring together those different types of platforms and repositories. Some of our repositories are just a place for researchers to store data. So we do operate repositories as well and make that data available and fair and allow researchers to publish it in a way that allows them to publish associated papers. But some of our platforms have analytics and things that are relevant to specific communities. So we also have AusGeoChem, which is a platform that allows geochemists and geochronologists to analyze their data in a geospatial environment. Our relationship with EPOS started a number of years ago when I first started working for AuScope, and we were looking to create connections overseas. Some of our collaborators in Australia, Leslie Wyborn, who's worked with us for a long time, suggested that I make a trip to Europe and visit EPOS. And so I met Helen Glaves and I had met Massimo prior to Lily taking on the role. And we recognized that there was a really strong opportunity for us to connect. Our programs matched almost one for one, like they're almost identical in terms of the scope of work we do. And we really recognized that there was an ideal opportunity for us to align what we do much better. Subsequently, we had conversations with EarthScope in the United States, and we could see that there was clear opportunity there as well. So it's grown from those early conversations, but with 3 research infrastructures at this stage, which are almost identical in what they do. They've just been developed in different places, different continents. We're still trying to work out exactly how the collaboration works. So we have a very strong intent to collaborate. We've signed the MOU between our organizations, and that allows us to define work programs and specific events that we want to hold together. But conversations like those that are happening at EPOS Days this week is allowing us to really identify what the specific technical opportunities are for us to connect our data sets and connect our platforms together and build on that sort of governance discussion that we've been having for a few years now. I think the key things about the collaboration are that we all have different skills and different experiences. So, and none of us are funded to the level where we can do everything. So we're able to combine our knowledge, combine our experience, combine the different opportunities that operating in different continents or in different geological environments provide to fill gaps in some of the data that we have. And it really is going to allow us to build a much stronger, more valuable collaborative data set and community than we would have been able to without that connection. My dream from this is for us to establish a genuine global research infrastructure for solid earth sciences. I think we have the capacity to do that. I think we have all the right people involved. Obviously, there are other groups that we need to bring into the conversation. We need to engage more widely with researchers in Africa and in Asia to make that happen. But once we bring those people together, I think that there's a real opportunity to build something very powerful and very important. I think that we need to identify what the real challenges are that we're going to address with that infrastructure and how we build governance around it that allows us to all have faith in it and trust it and see that it will be a sustainable thing going forwards. But when we do that, it'll be incredibly valuable for our community and for people dealing with geological hazards, people dealing with climate change, people dealing with planning various geoscience adjacent areas of research.